Hello everybody, how are you? This is Sip and Simmer here again with another speed build. Now this speed build was inspired by something I already have up on the gallery. It is under the name Renovated Farmhouse. Now when I saw that farmhouse on Pinterest, it was a working farm and there was a beautiful bright red barn in the background, which I'm assuming they tore down. In the finished picture it wasn't there. The second I saw that, I knew I kind of wanted to do a sim version of a bright red farmhouse. But until we get that farmer pack, which would be amazing with some animals and some interactive things, we are going to go ahead and pretend this is a little hobby farm, a little urban farm, if you will. You know, you have enough land to do some planting, have some hay, maybe have some fun outside, but you're still close to get to that target run, if you know what I'm saying. So you're going to see me here struggle with the same things I always struggle with: roofing, fitting rooms inside, shaping, lowering and raising the terrain. I left it flat because we did another wonderful fake garage. Whoever thought of that is amazing. Somebody somewhere did that one time and will never get the credit for it because I don't even remember where I ever saw it. So even though it is October 2nd here in the Northeast, it is a brisk 90 degrees today, and that is too much for me. I am not a summer person. All I do is complain all summer. I'm that nag that whines the hotter and sunnier it is. I'm ready for 50 degrees. I'm ready for sweatshirts. I'm ready for snow. I would choose a snowstorm over a 9-degree day any day. Not my thing. We have the air conditioner turned off while I film this voiceover here, so you don't hear that loud growling in the background trying to keep my room, nice and cool here. But hopefully it'll be over soon. We're supposed to drop 20 degrees in the next 2 days, I think. That'll be awesome. I hope that happens. Tomorrow, what day am I recording this? I filmed this all last week. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow is the Joker premiere. I will be going to get tickets later today, so I have those ready to go tomorrow. Super excited. I'm a big comic book movie fan. I'm a little partial to DC. I started with them with the comics. I hope they can regain my trust back with movies. We won't go into that in this video. That's nor here nor there, but let's just say I'm excited for this, and I'm excited for this build. I have not yet played with any of the homes I have built. I seem to, as soon as I build them, I edit, I do my voiceover, upload it to the gallery, and demolish it. I don't know why. I have no desire to make and create a family to move into a house I made. I feel like whenever I finally start filming a Let's Play, it's going to be a gallery find that I maybe renovate or leave as is. I look at these houses for so long. When I'm done, I don't really ever want to see them again. But if anybody out there downloads them and is actively playing with them, I would love to see some screenshots. I know I've recently started advertising my builds on Twitter, YouTube here obviously, and a couple of Facebook pages, and I know it's nothing big, but seeing that over 500 people, or I've had 500 downloads of these houses, is pretty cool to me, because for a long time I relied on the same handful of builders to go to for my houses. I'm just not a Maxis build playing kind of girl. I don't know if I ever will be at the rate they're going, but here we go here. I tried to raise this a couple times, but I forgot if you raise it, that garage is going to go up, and I did not want to get into the same thing I got into with that one family home build where I had to kind of free float the doors and place them and switch them, and that was too much work for what it was worth, honestly. I will not be doing that again. We're not going to go there. If I do it again, we're cutting that whole part out, and I'm not even commenting on it because I should have known. I should have known better, and I did it to myself. Here, we're placing those stones down. Does anybody recognize my sim there that has moved in to help me test this house? No, yeah. She is not in her scout outfit, but she is actually from the Fall Tudor House build. That's one of my favorite builds. I know I said I was getting the spooky pack. Haven't yet. I just entered a couple contests to see if I could win some packs. Fun fact, I have never won anything in my entire life. Not kidding. Nothing free, no little prizes, nothing at a fair, carnival, nothing. Not even a free scratch-off ticket off a scratch-off ticket. In my 30-some odd years of life, maybe one day I'll win something. Maybe this week will be the week. Now we'll get my spooky stuff back. But if not, I will just suck it up and buy it myself. Wedding is in 2 weeks, so I shouldn't be buying it. But you know what? It helps relieve the stress. Don't have much though. A wedding planner is pretty awesome. She just does everything for me. I can just sit here and relax and, act like I'm super busy with filming, like I have a big career with it. But you know what? It helps me relax. It helps me just kind of de-stress, take my mind off of some things for a while. Some people color, some people crochet, some people cross-stitch. I like to cross-stitch, but I like to build on The Sims and upload, and I love to see some positive feedback from you guys. It just makes me feel like, okay, maybe I'm actually good at something. And if that something is building homes for Sims, I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. Also sitting here looking at my coffee mug. It's kind of empty, and I'm thinking maybe we need some cookies to go with the next batch here. Maybe. A lot of terrain paint used in this build. I feel like, you're going to have that kind of in and out a lot, that wear down, a lot of kind of muddy patches. Now for this family I'm picturing living in this house, as we see we have a big garage with what looks to me to be like maybe kind of a classic car, maybe a Corvette inside. I'm thinking the dad really likes to just be working on something always, likes to get his hands dirty, so when he's not outside, if the weather's bad, he's in his garage working on his car. I love that we get different bins, garbage cans, bins in the debug menu. We put one out front, and I put 2 on the inside because I don't know about you guys, but here there's different colors for different recycling, plastic or glass or paper in one, whatever in the other. So I put those in there just for a little added realism. And what's a garage? A nice big attached garage, which would be awesome, without a little laundry area. On the other side here, we're just cluttering it up with some of Dad's work tools. He has all his... It's an organized chaos. I feel like he knows where all those tools are, even if they're in a pile on some random shelves. He knows, don't touch them. No jungle adventure floors again. They were there. They were there. I got rid of them. I've been using Parenthood stuff a lot lately, Jungle Adventure, and Cats and Dogs. I really like all of the build items from those. Sad thing is I don't ever really actually play with pets that often. Again, maybe we'll get into it. So I don't even know what really that what that pack offers play-wise, but I see some really cute cat and dog creations. So I also revisited the late 90s / early 2000s with that little diagonal tile inlay. I feel like for a long time, everyone's houses, even the bigger houses when housing plans really got started, I'd say early 2000s, late 90s for me, in my area, where every house was kind of the same model, all carpet, but when you came in, you had those fancy little tile inlays, so you didn't get your shoes on the clean white carpet, which I could never live my life that way, ma'am. I need some kind of floor I can wipe clean. So downstairs, no surprise here, blue bathroom. I just finished building another one I'm going to edit after this, and I think I did blue bathrooms again. Next challenge, a blueless house, no blue. We're not doing it. Going to have to use green or something, but that's going to be rough. Just playing with the layout upstairs here. Now I wanted this to be a pretty big household. There are 4 bedrooms, one for the parents, 3 for children. You could easily squeeze another child's bed or even two toddler beds in any of these rooms if you choose to, but I kind of pictured maybe, you know, two parents, three kids, maybe a girl and a boy close in age, and then one kind of older teenage daughter who's kind of an outcast but in a girly way. The other kids are very sports, outside, science, very into everything, and maybe she's a little more quiet, likes to just sit in her room and read some blogs, shoot some vlogs, whatever she likes to do. In this little area up top here, I decided to make kind of a communal study fun area for the kids. The living room and dining room and kitchen are pretty sizable downstairs, but I figured why not give them a nice group computer here, some bookshelves, some knickknacks, so they can kind of play, do their work, you know, just kind of have their own little area away from everybody else if they so choose. Gotta pop those thermostats in there. Oh, one day I will live in a house with central air. I know, I have never lived in a house with central air. We've always had to use the window units, or I have one of those floor units in my room now, and I cannot wait to pack it up and get rid of it for the winter. It'll be a celebration. I'm thinking the end of this week we'll finally be in the 60s, 50s, 60s, so that's going to go away because I'm sick of looking at it. Also, this tapestries are really cool we got with the Vampire game pack, but I kind of wish there was a little more variety with the style because they look really cool, and I know I've seen a lot of country style homes where they do like to display quilts and such, but something about those pointy spikes on the end was just like, that might end badly for a busy household with lots of children and running around and playing, so we ended up swapping that out for a little more friendly painting there. Yeah, there we go. From Jungle Adventure, and that little table there was perfect because how many times have you seen that distressed white furniture with a little bit of that iron inlay, whatever the word is. I think it's pretty good. Here's some clutter. Am I the only one who growing up, I swear there was always a laundry basket full of clothes laying around, whether they were dirty, piled up, or clean and folded and put in front of my room like, Amanda, put these clothes away. Put them away now. I have some sitting here I have to put away, but I'm doing this instead. They're not going anywhere. We'll get to them, right? That's what I kind of pictured. Here's your clothes. Put them away so they'll sit there for a while. Or until the parents put them away, but little stuff like that, just, I love it. The random clutter that's in everyone's household. If you do not have a laundry basket sitting around right now, you have your life together because I don't understand. This is for the one girl's room I was talking about, who I was kind of picturing her being super into science and just bright, colorful stars, rockets, and spaceships. So we went with a nice bright yellow, those pretty star curtains, and just basically anything I could find in a nice bright color. Blue bed with cats, of course. And that little amoeba looking rug. I do like the shape of that rug though. I feel like some of the rugs we're offered are so square and flat looking that sometimes I wish they had a little more of a not perfect shape or a little more of a texture. Again, that's where some of my CC rugs I really love. They almost have that, how do you say it, Berber carpet look, that kind of knotted fabric. And I'm really a fan. And now we're just adding some of her award. Look at that. Maybe perfect attendance, science award, Henry Puffer. She's a Hufflepuff. Got that yellow in there. She's a Huffle. Then I went ahead and just painted up the girls' room in the middle, that pretty peachy pink color. I wish we had more stuff in that color. And the boys, we went with sports. Adding some lights. And I did do carpet in the bedrooms. Figured, you know, if you're going to see carpet in a house nowadays, you're going to kind of see it in the bedrooms, and that's it, if that. So we just went ahead and did her bedroom kind of girly, a little more minimal, you know. She just kind of has her little bed with a canopy, and we give her a desk, and she's the only one we give a personal computer to, or I gave her a laptop. I feel like a teenager is, especially now, going to need one for school. This This will show how old I am to all of you, anyone who watches this. When I was a junior or senior in high school, we just started getting typing classes, keyboard classes for computers. And we had one classroom in the whole school that had giant big box computers, and we would sit there practice typing. We didn't have laptops. We didn't have none of that. The internet was kind of just there. It was the old dial-up, and that's what we used, and no schoolwork was done on that. Our report cards were printed on paper, and if that paper somehow didn't make it home, then your parents just didn't really know your grades unless they felt like calling school. So let's just say my paper didn't make it home all the time, but I passed. I'm here. I survived. It really wasn't that bad. Now that I think about it. But here's the boys' room. We went with a little bit of a sports theme. I'm thinking he's getting to that age where he just wants to be hanging out with Dad, watching sports. I thought there was more sports-related theming options, but there really wasn't that bad. The wallpaper, a couple posters, but that was it. I know it's football season, and where I live, people are nuts. People are crazy for our football team up here. I'm sure you'd probably be able to guess where I'm at. Some of the other clues. All you have to do is say Yin's guys in football, people are crazy up here, and you're going to know. You're going to probably guess where I'm at. If you know sports, I mean, I could really care less. I have no idea, what the game schedule is, but I don't need to know. I can tell because I can literally hear my neighbors scream when it's on. It's like every week's a holiday up here with them. But now I did test all of this so everyone can get into their little wardrobes there to change, get in and out of the beds. Bathrooms are used perfectly fine. Just make sure you have your Move Objects cheat on, and I always put that stuff down in the description bar, just reminding everyone that if you turn it on, everything will play properly. You won't have a problem. And then I decided at the last minute to give the parents a little ensuite. The other bathroom had that shower tub combo, but Mom, Dad, whoever, they're tired maybe after a long day. They want to get in that nice soaking tub and just shut the door and let the kids do what they're doing. So we decided to give them a little more of a adult-looking bathroom, pretty clean, pretty white. Don't think there's any windows in there. No windows, but that's okay. It's facing the street. We don't need any weirdos driving by at night peeking in our windows. No one would be looking anyway, but there we go. Sink and plants. Don't think I've ever seen a bathroom in real life that had real plants. Maybe a restaurant or hotel, but no one's home. I'm gonna have to look now. Anytime I go anywhere, be peeking in the bathroom. Yin's got plants in here? Probably not. Of course, we have to put a shelf above the toilet. I feel like I can't now. There has to be something above the toilet, and it's usually a shelf with the same clutter items, but can't have an empty wall, can we? I mean, and then everyone's parents' bedroom. How boring did you think your parents' bedroom was when you were little? I swear it was the bed, some nightstands, a dresser. Boring. I mean, who wanted to be in there, Although I, as an adult, honestly have more colorful things in my room than I did as a child. Especially, I think, as a girl, you hit that early teen, well, I, at least, kind of hit that early teen where I don't like pink anymore, I don't want to be girly, I just want to be, I rebelled, I was a punk emo kid. I wouldn't change a minute. I still am at heart. But now that I'm older, there are way more comic-related things and Disney-related things that I had when I was little. I'm okay with that. Takes me back now that I'm old and have to pay bills, and if only we had a real-life motherload sheet. That would be nice, huh? Sunflower paintings and books. There's that apple picture again. Can we please get some different stock photos? Come on. I know I found some in the gallery, but that's almost like a CC, because then you guys would have to go download them, and I just put them in there, and then if people want to swap them out or add or take away, be my guest. Downstairs now. At this point I was done. I didn't want to finish, but I might start doing some shell builds, because once I get to decorating, I get uninspired. I just don't really know what it should look like. This kitchen changed colors several times. I went with a neutral tile and then thought, no, this family is going to be very red, white, and blue. You know, that classic American red kitchen, maybe some plaid and deep navy in the living room to kind of match. So this brown ends up going away. It's too neutral for this place. And I used, I think for the first time, one of the updated tiles we got with kind of that, I can't think of the shape, kind of like a star pattern. I don't know if it's red or orange and yellow, but it looked pretty, so we moved that to the backsplash. And then just went with a solid red color for everything else, and of course the bread box with the different colors. I think, where's all this stuff from? Is it from the Parenthood pack? I love that we actually got some colorful accessories. I mean, I'm all for white, black, and 3 shades beige, but sometimes you need some colorful things. Pop it up, like these Keurig machines now. All the different colors are the KitchenAid mixers. That's what we need. We need like a KitchenAid mixer option in about 100 different swatches. There's the plates for the kids. I figured one of them could have each done one when they were younger, and she'll have those displayed. Those chairs were a new find for me too. How did I never see that there was a red gingham seating option for island chairs? But that was really cute. Again, now that I look at it, I think this like orange. I think that's orange. Pretend it's red. We're fine. Pretend it's red. Because we went with red accents for everything else. The pet bowl, the coffee pot there. When I was watching this back, because I did the voiceover twice, I probably won't even listen to it a third time because I'll stop and do it again. I think I accidentally placed the red paint on the opposite side in that yellow room by accident. So, if you see it, go ahead and fix it for you. Yep, right there. Oh well, maybe they just tested that to paint it. But here I'm placing some seed packets for you guys because everything outside is totally workable, and I have some apple trees going. So you're all ready to farm. So at this point, we're just adding a swing set for the kids, maybe some hung up, a little laundry when it's nice out. We're just going to go in with a little beehive. There's the apple trees. So your family will be planting in no time. And some extra posts. I don't know who Honey is back there walking, but she's not welcome at the farm. Alright guys, we're just going to finish up here with a little more terrain paint. Thank you so much for anyone who listened to this whole long-winded speed build here. But as always, feel free to check me out on Twitter, and please subscribe, leave any comments or requests below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!